Hey there guys, it's Reese, NCFC Douglas here, and with there being just 2 weeks away until the September 2012 ban list coming out, I thought I would give a quick update as to my Hieratic deck, because I checked out and since it's released it's had nearly 100 views, which for someone who doesn't upload stuff I'm quite proud about. So seeing as Hieratic seems to be pretty popular, I thought I'd update it. I apologise for the quality of the video. I'll be writing in the detail box area below the video, the deck list anyway, if you can't quite make out the images and if for any reason I'm not speaking clearly enough. So without ado, on we go. I'll start off straight away with the Hieratic Monsters themselves. So your obvious three are 3 Hieratic Dragon of Su, and 3 Hieratic Dragon of Tefnuit. Tefnuit acting as Cyber Dragon in the deck, and Su you can tribute any Hieratic to special summoning. Next I run 3 Esets because they're just easy to normal summon and then be tributed straight away because through Su's effect and through this guy, 1 Nebthet as well. Their effects are you can tribute 1 Hieratic to special summon this from your hand, and then the tributed monster's effect will kick in, allowing you to special summon a normal dragon type monster, and you can just quickly overlay with them. Currently in this deck, I also run 1 Battle Fader and 1 Honest. However, my final build, when I would have had it, however, I'm now waiting carefully financially until the ban list. I was going to replace this with 1 Effect Veiler and a Maxx C because I'm still not convinced about using a card D. So yeah, that's those sorted. The normal monsters I run in the deck are your 2 staples for any Hieratic deck in my opinion. 1 Wattail Dragon, level 6, and 1 Luster Dragon number 2, also level 6. I also run 1 more normal dragon, I apologise. Curse of Dragon, fantastic having this old school card back in my deck. I love it every time I play it because usually I would play Eset straight from my hand, and if I have Nebthet in my hand, then I just tribute Eset straight away from Nebthet, bring out Curse Dragon, and you've got a great rank 5 there. For any of you who are watching this video who saw the previous deck list that I put, you will notice Blue Eyes has been removed. That's purely just because of consistency. This deck does run a lot better, although it breaks my heart that I have removed Blue Eyes. However, due to my love for it, I am trying to see if I can change my Exodia build to do the Dragon Draw, because I tried doing it with Dark Worlds in the past, and although it's really fun, it's not as consistent as I'd hoped. So I'm going to try Dragon Draw, see which works best, and hopefully I'll still be using Blue Eyes. But anyways, next, 2 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons. At the end of the video, I'll be talking about my worry about them and a couple of other cards regarding ban lists. I also run 1 Tragoedia, or Trag as everybody just calls it, and 1 Gorz. That's purely just because sometimes your hand could be wrong where you just get too many Sus and you just can't summon stuff. Or if you like to be tricky, you like to keep Trag in your hand because Trag's good for level copying, again for overlaying. So that's all good. I did run 2 Trag until it literally just popped into my head. Well, what's a really good, you've got no cards in your hand, you've got to draw 1 card, what card would you love to draw? And then I realised I do actually run a couple of darks in here, so I've removed 1 Trag and I play 1 Black Luster Soldier. Because yeah, he's awesome. Right, magic cards, we'll run through those quick. 3 Seal of Convocations, staple for any deck. Then we've got a ton of magic and trap card destruction here. We've got Heavy Storm, 3 MSTs, and 1 Night Beam, and last but not least, a Wingbeat of Giant Dragon. Now, it took me a while to realise how good this was. Basically, my OTK that works with the deck, admittedly on dual network because it requires that Gustav Max rank 10, which isn't released in TCG yet. That requires just 3 cards, I believe, or potentially 4. 4's probably safer. It requires 1 Tefnuit, 2 Sus, and 1 Wingbeat Giant Dragon. Wingbeat Giant Dragon is quite broken in this deck because you just special summon Tefnuit, assuming your opponent has a monster already, so it's good to go second. They've got their monster. You play Tefnuit, play Wingbeat Giant Dragon, which is return level 5 or higher to your hand, destroy all magic and trap cards. You bring Tefnuit back, and then you can instantly replay him, and they've got no magic and trap cards left. So all you've got to worry about is getting past their monsters, which the OTK usually makes up for. So that's pretty broken. Kind of love that. It had to happen one day. I've been playing the game since it began, and this card's been out for about a year, 2 years. No idea, but I've tried avoiding it since. I do now run 2-pot dualities. You can all sigh and hate me if you desire, but when your hand isn't right, even if it's like you're going first and you don't want to do too much too fast, then you can just play pot duality, and you can usually pick what you need to make yourself comfortable. It's really good if you've got Gorz or Trag already in your hand, because then you know you've got a backup, which I don't consider card D safe enough to do, because you've got to use up your normal summon for the turn, in which you can do all sorts of other things. That's why I prefer Maxx C, because you're always guaranteed to draw at least 1 card, so long as you chain it correctly. I must admit, in the past I have had my timings incorrect, so you do learn from it, which is good. So as long as you get your timings right, then you're almost guaranteed to at least draw 1 card, and you can either draw quite a few, because your opponent just gives in and said, okay, I'm going to continue my turn, and so many turns now consist of 3 to 4 special summons a turn. My DK probably consists of about 7, who cares? Or it can just stop them in their tracks, which is really cool as well. And anyways, the last 3 magic cards are your, I consider them staples, lots of staples. Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, and And trap cards, I'll just run through them quickly. You'll probably not like the fact that I don't run Solemn Warnings. I probably will try and get them one day, but whatever. Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute, 1 Compulsory, because I find that as a cheap Solemn Warning. Dimensional Prism, Hieratic Seal of Reflection. Kind of embarrassing I had to read that. And Solemn Judgment. Now, the extra deck isn't as big as I would have liked, so I'll run through memory from Dual Network what I would have, just so you can get a good idea as well. This is lesser than I did have, but we'll go through it anyways. 2 Hieratic King of Atoms. As I said, I apologise for the picture quality if you can't make these cards out very well. 2 King of Atoms. Many people say run 3, but I don't think I will. I think 2's enough. Yeah, I just think 2's enough. It runs with the OTK. If you're trying to do the OTK and it backfires, you usually don't end up trying to summon the 3rd one anyways. That's my experience. Yours might be different. You know, you should never try and copy a deck 100% exactly the same, because everyone likes to play differently. Anyways, number 25, Force Focus, and the rank 5, Adreus, Keeper of Armageddon. I love Adreus, Keeper of Armageddon. He's like one of my favourite cards ever at the minute. My finished build would have a 2nd Adreus, because you can do rank 5s quite often. I have played it many times in the past. I've already played 1 Adreus, and I could do it again, but I don't have the option to. I would run 2 Gaia Dragons, Thunder Chargers, because you'd use Atom's effect, because then it couldn't attack. You just quickly spam it out. As I've mentioned already, Gustav, I'd play 1 of them. Let's just try and remember some of the others. In the Return of the Duelist set, which has just been released, I would be playing Swordbreaker, because of its ability to detach, and you call any type, and when it battles, it instantly destroys it. So it's got quite a catastrophe feel to it, which is pretty cool. And that could be really good to get rid of your blacklusters. So you just shout out Warrior, or Dragon, or dinosaur, whatever deck or top deck you may be against. I considered a third rank 5, which was, I think it's Wind Up Zenoa or something along those lines, which is basically detach, destroy 2 set cards, which is pretty cool. I'm considering removing it because I wanted to put my side deck again a new card, well, 2 new cards from the Return of the Duelist set. One was, I can never remember the first part of its name, but it's a magic card which ends in Queen's Light, and that select a level 7 or higher monster on your side of the field, and all of the monsters become the same level. Now, I think that might be a good way to get around the ban list because the OCG ban list has been released and it's killed Future Fusion, which doesn't matter to me too much, but Chaos Dragons don't like it very much now. They're only running 1 Red Eyes Dark Metal, which kind of annoys me because I was hoping they're only get semi-limited because I don't want to run 3, I want to run 2. However, it's also put Seal of Convocation down to 2. I can kind of understand that because OCG is doing very well. No, Heretic's doing very well in OCG. Apologies for mixing that up. So I can understand it going down to 2, but I didn't think it'd get hit quite that specifically. But hey, what are you going to do? But yeah, this Queen's Light card I think would be very good because you can still get your Gustav Maxx out by just targeting Rise Dark Metal Dragon. With Heretics, as you know, you can spam 2 to 3 monsters out on the same turn. So Gustav could still be summoned, however, OTKs might be a bit more difficult. I'm considering whatever happens to the TCG ban list to make this a Chaos build. However, I don't know much into that, so it will require a fair bit of research and practice. But if I do decide that, you'll know with I'm going to update this again after September. As I said at the beginning, I just wanted to let you guys know what I was building beforehand. It's just the extra deck that really just needed touching on. So yeah, that's what's happened with OCG. I'm hoping it's not exactly the same, but most people have asked and said it's probably what to expect. So Heretics have been damaged a bit, but because of this ability to make everything level 7 or higher, which you could do with Blackluster or Trag, because when that first gets summoned, that becomes a level 10 straight away, or you can target any monster from your grave from the same level. So you can spam out level 8, which means Heliopolis, the Heretic Sun guy. I might get that when the new tin comes out. That could be pretty cool. And also the giant Uber Robot from the Return of the Duelist set, which requires 3 level 10s, and that has 5,000 attack and can destroy all magic and trap cards. I may be looking into that as well. Rank 6 wise, I think I've mentioned everything that I was after. Photon Strike Bouncer, if I didn't mention that, I will be trying to get as well with me now having a job during the summer. That's really cool. So hopefully I'll be able to get my hands on them at some point. Oh, and when I have Effect Veiler, I will also be running Black Rose Dragon because it's a level 1 tuner, and with the amount of level 6s that I spam out, it'd be quite good to just have in there to try and destroy everything. It'd be a pretty safe bet to go. So yeah, that's it. As I said, look below anyways because I will just use pretty much my Dual Network deck list anyways. So there you go. I hope you enjoy it. I intend to upload another remake of the Hieratic deck. You'll see which way I go at some point soon. And I hope you guys find this useful. And I hope this video will be as popular as my last one. So, best of luck guys, and let's hope we all still enjoy the game after September. Alright, see you later.